up, everybody? It's Mike and Peter. We're doing Bethesda.
Yeah, sorry I had to, miss our Microsoft show. But,
yes, we missed you. But I'm glad you're here for this.
I'm here for the Bethesda show. It's let's see what they have in store.
Yes. See what my old friend Pete Hines and God Howard has.
Maybe you can tweet him again, and maybe he'll respond while he's in the backstage or in the sidelines or whatever you call it.
Right. A bunch of our friends are there right now. PlayStation Bra is there. Sam from Tick is there. Sam Tolbert.
With a game, there is no game without the players.
Really, it all comes down to you.
みんなと一緒以外は考えられない。
Without you, there is no game. There's no one to play it.
No one to interact with it.
意味がないよ。
You keep us in check.
And we appreciate that. And through all of it,
You're always there with us.
you are definitely not afraid to tell us how you feel.
Tell me how I feel.
Feedback sometimes challenges us, but it forces us to be always
I'm gonna mute
challenging
myself for a second
ourselves.
and check the audio
You
level.
empathize with us as developers and with each other as a community. It's really beautiful.
I'm Dinga Bakaba, and I used to take a week off every time a Bethesda game came out.
My name is Mark Diaz, and when I was 8 years old, I used to sneak over to my buddy's house to play Doom.
I'm Rush Lambert.
Some Doom.
Daggerfall was one of the very first games that got me into the Elder Scrolls world.
I'm Dana Christo, and I started out as a 16-year-old gamer who just wanted to bring joy to others through video games.
And
Yes,
now I'm
Doom.
game director at Arcane Studios.
Now I'm a game programmer at id Software.
Now I get to be a part of building that world as the creative director on Elder Scrolls Online.
Now I'm a UI programmer at Bethesda Game Studios, and it's everything I could have dreamed of. I see you.
I see you.
I see you.
We see you.
Because we are you.
And together,
Together.
Together?
We are all. We are all.
we are all
We are all. We are all.
Well, they're really pushing all this stuff this year.
When I tell you to jump, you say how high. When I tell you to move, you say what shot. I'm just telling the truth, this ain't no lie. Can't give it to you, so what you like. When I tell you to jump, you say how high. Now I need you to jump. Put 'em up, 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 yeah. When I tell you to jump, you say how high.
Nice, I like that.
Yeah.
You gotta hand it to a man. Always with the videos. Their videos are always good.
Please welcome Bethesda's Senior Global Vice President of Marketing, Pete Hines.
Thank you. Thank you very much. How are you? Feel good?
Feeling fine.
Thank you guys for being here. Thank everyone watching around the world to tuning in to watch our 5th annual E3 showcase. This is a night dedicated to those who love games, who love the incredible entertainment that games provide. This past year, you fought demons on Mars and Nazis in America. You were assassins in the Empire, adventurers in Tamriel, and survivors. A lot of us. And survivors in the Wasteland. And you've embarked on these amazing adventures on PC, console, VR, mobile, or wherever and however you choose to play. And that's the key. You take the worlds that we create and you make them yours. You share your experiences with other players, with friends, and with family. With our games, you've built large global communities that truly matter. This year, we want to give special recognition to the extraordinary Bethesda community. As you saw in our opening video, you mean everything to us. I've almost been at this company for 20 years. And when I first started...
And I remember him when he was there 20 years ago.
Yeah. Probably going to say that HCK needs to start Fallout 76 because it's
one of my first responsibilities
digitally shrink wrapped
the
still.
Community forums, chatting with you and keeping you up to date on our games. It was a great way to start my career at Bethesda because it was the perfect reminder of why we do what we do. And like so many others at Bethesda, I've spent a lot of time with you at events around the world. I've enjoyed meeting so many of you and getting your thoughts and feedback. So tonight, we'll be taking time throughout the show to hear directly from some of you in the Bethesda community. We are thrilled tonight to show our fans the lineup of great games we've been creating just for you, including the premiere of some exciting new games, and we'll go deep on Doom Eternal.
There we go.
All right, it's good.
So, if you're ready, let's kick it off. And to get an update from our friends at one of the most celebrated development studios in the world, Bethesda Game Studios. Please welcome studio head and my good friend, Todd Howard.
Bringing the Howard out early.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thank you. Great to see everybody. We have had an incredibly exciting year at Bethesda Game Studios. Given some of that excitement, impressed you're still here. Actually, over the last year, we've had over 60 million players in our games, our most ever. And it's all of you who have made these worlds what they are. Take Fallout 76. A type of game we'd never done before. Had a lot of difficulties at launch. And we got a lot of well-deserved criticism.
Hey, man. What? Hey, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Kudos
but the team kept working on it, and you kept playing it. And through all of that, something amazing has happened. It's thanks to all of you. This game has one of the best online communities we've ever seen. We made a post-apocalyptic survival game where you can do whatever you want, and everybody's nice to each other. They don't go on killing griefing sprees. They leave food and water for the newbies and wave to each other. I don't know about you. This should give us all hope for humanity when the apocalypse does come. To you. And we have a lot more in store this year for Fallout 76. But first, our latest game, The Elder Scrolls Blades, is in early access. And thanks to all of you, it became our second straight #1 mobile game after Fallout Shelter. Absolutely incredible. And to tell you what's coming to Blades, let me introduce project leader Craig Lafferty and art director Matt Carafano.
All right. Thanks, Todd. It's great to be here at E3. And thanks again to all of you for making Blades #1.
As someone who's worked on the Elder Scrolls for 20 years, it's been incredible to bring this world to your phones in an all-new way.
Yeah, I'm not into the only mobile that I play is my Switch, if I
And whether you're exploring a dungeon or rebuilding your town, it's great to be able to do it wherever you are.
Since it's E3, we're releasing our biggest update yet.
I mean, who has time to play mobile games when you have Twitter, you know?
An all-new custom jewelry system, and a brand new Dragon Quest line.
Yeah, Dragon Quest Online. I'm sorry. But I'm happy for the fans.
It has even more, but best of all, it's coming out tonight.
Not my cup of tea.
No, it's not my.
But if they are, then that's great.
Absolutely.
So,
everyone that gets to play a game gets to play a game.
Download free tonight and give it a try.
You know.
And we're also hard at work on our arena mode for this fall that'll feature PvP, your own guilds, and visiting your friends' towns. But most exciting this year, we're also bringing Blades to an all-new platform, Switchblades.
Switchblades.
Switchblades. Oh, Switch. There you go, Peter.
Yeah, there you go. I might actually play this game.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Yes, Blades is coming this fall to the Nintendo Switch, and yes, it's still free.
Wow. Free is cheap. Right up my alley.
Blades is the perfect fit for the Switch. You can play on the go, on your TV, and with motion controls. But best of all, it's cross-play and cross-progression with the mobile version. So you can start tonight on mobile, and all your progress will carry over. And it's playable here at E3 in our booth and Nintendo's.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And for those of you playing on mobile, we also have some special rewards for both our Apple and Google players this week. So download tonight and let us know what you think. Thanks again.
Now, let me introduce Jeff and Tom to tell you what's coming to Fallout 76.
Hi, I'm Project Leader Jeff Gardner.
And I'm Co-Studio Director Tom Mustaine.
On behalf of everyone at Bethesda Game Studios, we want to thank the millions of you who have played with us, stuck with us, and helped shape the world of Fallout 76.
Absolutely. It's incredible what the game has become. You've told us how much you've loved this year's updates so far, from camp building, legendary weapons, player vending, and of course, the dreaded sheep squatch. We've also been working on our biggest update yet. It's called Wastelanders, and it will fundamentally change the game.
It's like a Weight Watchers game.
It's been some
What's
time
your baseliners?
since Vault 76 opened its door. And we all
just in time to put it in Game Pass, you know.
Quite what it used to be. We encountered a lot of things. Overcame.
Yeah, I have the game. Still need to play it. It'll be cool, you know, the more we can play it. Or if you can play it, then, you know.
To actually come back.
Are you from that vault? Can you help us? We've traveled pretty far. Heard there's hope here in Appalachia. Folk rebuilding.
Captain America.
We'll fight too, right by your side.
Oh, Halo ring.
We've been everywhere and seen everything. And the one thing we've learned is this. You gotta claim the wasteland before it claims you. The question is, are you with us or with them?
I'll do you one better. Why is Gamora?
Oh, I did say, free for all Fallout 76 players. That's great. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's right. Human NPCs are coming to Fallout 76.
They say human NPCs? Either human or NPCs.
Yeah, that would be funny.
But a full quest line, new rewards, and as you saw, full dialogue trees.
Oh, yes.
This is a long-term story we're telling. Year 1 was about the vault doors opening and all of you settling the wasteland. Year 2 is about people coming back to reclaim it. Like previous Fallout games, these characters have their own stories and goals. It's up to you to choose how to interact with them and live with those consequences.
The Wastelanders update is coming this fall and will be free for all Fallout 76 players.
There you go.
And in the spirit of free, we're doing something special just for E3. Fallout 76 is going to have a free trial for everyone starting tomorrow.
There you go.
That's
You've got
right.
a week to finish the game.
That's right. It's the perfect time to see what Fallout 76 and its growing community have become. We can't wait to welcome all of you. And because so many of you are going to be joining us, we thought we'd also give you a sneak peek this week at an all-new game mode. Check it out.
Horde mode. Battle Royale.
Yeah.
Your first test was making it to the vault. Now, your real trial begins. Currently, there is no overseer of Vault 51. Perhaps you will be the one.
Nuclear Winter 76.
Serious need of leadership. So I have devised a unique process of elimination. A battle to the death is the only sure way to judge the superior candidate. This should prove interesting.
I know, Niall. As soon as Far Cry New Dawn gets in Game Pass, I'm gonna get that too.
Oh, Far Cry New Dawn.
Yeah, I know. You've been saying that. But now I'm gonna be starting on Metro Exodus, so.
Yeah. Now you can wait.
I might have to start on that tonight.
Yeah.
If I thought I could do it, I'd start downloading it in the middle of this podcast, in the middle of the show.
There can only be one overseer. Good luck.
Exact Battle Royal.
I
called it.
Funny. At least this is the one that has a story.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Fuck yeah, we put a battle royale in Fallout 76. Right. Nuclear Winter is a battle royale born from the Fallout universe. From power armor to perk cards, from camp building to contending with wasteland creatures, and of course, my personal favorite, nukes. It's a great free addition to an already huge game. We love playing it, and we think you will too.
So check out the sneak peek and let us know what you think. Remember, all of Fallout 76, including Nuclear Winter, is free to try this week on all platforms. So jump in tomorrow. We can't wait to see you.
Thanks again.
Remember, everything we've talked about that's coming this year is free. We get to represent hundreds of passionate developers across 4 studio locations in North America working on multiple projects. Yes, we're still hard at work on our next-gen RPGs, Starfield, and of course, Elder Scrolls 6. We know how precious these game worlds are to all of you, and they are to us. We know the time you spend in them is important. Keep telling us what you love. what you'd like to see us do better. Thank you again, everybody, for your support, but really, even more so, I want to thank everybody for believing in us. Thank you.
Please welcome the founder of Tango Gameworks, Mr. Shinji Mikami.
I don't know who that is. Who is that?
I don't know.
Hello. I'd like to start by greeting my team in Tokyo.
Oh,
It's
they
Monday
developed the
morning
Evil
there,
Within.
But they are watching. みんなおはようございます。今日真面目にやるよ。Tonight, I am excited to announce the next game from Tango. Ghost Warrior Tokyo. It is an action-adventure game in which you will fight paranormal enemy and rid the city of supernatural evil. I think you love it.
They're all
To tell you
employees
more
of
about
Bethesda,
Ghost
aren't
Warrior
they?
Tokyo,
Everybody in the crowd.
here is the
Yeah.
director at Tango, Ikumi Nakamura.
Seriously, nobody knows who this person is.
Wow. Wow, so many people. Wow. Thank you. ありがとうございます。And such a big stage makes me nervous. I'll do my best to speak in English.
Come on!
We are making a new kind of action-adventure game. It's spooky. But not the survival horror game that we are known for. People are vanishing in Tokyo. You must find out why. You will encounter conspiracies and the occult. You have to explore the world, face challenges to uncover the truth and save humanity. In the game, you will meet spirits, some dangerous, some peaceful, and survivors that each have their stories. You will need to ask yourself, it is normal or paranormal? I ask myself this question every time I go to the office. Just kidding. We are very excited. Let's take a look. 見てね. Thank you. Bye bye.
I'm impressed if it looks like this.
Yeah. This looks too real.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be a yeah. Okay, that's gotta be from. Oh, Thanos snapped his finger.
Yeah, I hate it when it's like mixed stuff.
Don't fear the unknown. Attack it.
Slightly intrigued.
When I'm not playing Bethesda games, I work as a mechanical engineer.
I work in a hospital. I used to work with kids.
I'm an electrician.
I'm an event planner.
In real life, I'm a systems administrator.
Program assistant for a private school for children with autism.
I'm trying to be an artist. I like to think of myself as one.
Make like back-end systems that it's really boring.
Maybe permanently or temporarily, I'm a full-time streamer.
I got a YouTube channel.
I make my own yarn.
I'm a social worker.
Teaching inmates.
I'm a game developer.
Working at a video game cafe.
I've been a Doom fan since the game came out. I remember being in the 8th grade and a buddy of mine giving me the shareware demo on 3.5-inch floppy disks. My older brother picked up Fallout 3 and I took
So they all say,
when he wasn't home.
Shareware.
Yes, that's like my baby.
The scope of that game was just like a lot bigger than things I was used to.
Just setting foot in Shimmering, the first city that you go to in Somerset, it was amazing.
You would look out and you'd be like, oh, I want to go there. And then you could go there, which was wild.
Go out into the world, go in any direction that you want to go.
The exploration and the weirdness and the alienness of it.
I played Oblivion. I tell you, it probably saved my life.
It was one of my first experiences with a fantasy world that was that immersive. Love the dragons, scatter the dragons.
You take down a dragon, you can definitely take down any illness.
Don't ever stop adding dragons to your game. Add dragons to Fallout, add dragons to Rage, add dragons to everything. Mecha dragons, more dragons.
Good thing they don't make Kingdom Come.
Yeah, right?
No dragons.
No dragons. Okay, I'm serious. Look at people. Look, those are Bethesda employees. Come on.
Thanks. Thank you, everyone. Wow. Thank you. And I just want to shout out to our friend Greg there, the one in the video that really loves dragons. I'm happy to say, Greg, The Elder Scrolls Online has dragons. Right now, in fact, players are deep into the season of the dragon, our year-long story about greed, revenge, cat people, and of course, dragons. Tonight's focus on the community resonates with me and everyone at ZeniMax Online Studios because ESO literally would not exist without you. Watching you play the game, streaming, telling stories, hearing your feedback, we understand that you are the most important part of the world of Tamriel. Thank you. Thank you for making ESO the extraordinary adventure it is today. The past year has been a huge success for ESO. More Game of the Year awards, millions more players have joined. So many, in fact, that we recently added more server capacity just to support all the new players in Tamriel. ESO just keeps getting bigger and better. Just a few days ago, we launched The Elder Scrolls Online Elsewhere, the latest chapter in the game where you're able to visit for the first time the homeland of the Khajiit, as well as control the dead as the new Necromancer class. And if you haven't played it yet, Elsewhere is the perfect starting point for new players. When we announced Season of the Dragon, we kicked it off by showing you a video about how dragons were unleashed on Elsewhere. And we ended with a cliffhanger. Now, I'm really excited to show you what happens next. Check out the world premiere.
Oh, look, it's Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
I hope when they deep dive into Doom Eternal, we're gonna see some gameplay because I'd
Yeah.
like to see. This is like the day of no gameplay. Everything is CGI
Yeah.
trailers.
Kitty got hurt.
That's right, another cliffhanger. You may have recognized the return of Sai Sahan, the legendary Redguard Swordmaster. He's the legendary Redguard Swordmaster you met as part of the original 5 companions. He's back as the leader of the Dragon Guard, a group of dragon hunting warriors you've seen in other Elder Scrolls games. He'll be featured in our 4th quarter story DLC named Dragonhold, which will complete the Season of the Dragon. We've got a lot more to share about the return of Sai and the Dragon Guard, which will unveil at QuakeCon later this summer. Before then, keep an eye out for a dungeon DLC adventure called Scalebreaker, which you'll see in August.
Oh, come on! Will you shut up already? Oh my goodness, that guy is either drunk or he works
Thank
for
you
Bethesda.
so much for your support
Maybe
of
it's
Elder Scrolls
Anchorman.
Online.
Just
We're
kidding.
humbled by your enthusiasm. Your enthusiasm for
wonder
the
he's
game
not
Bethesda
motivated.
number
motivates us
one fan.
every day. You guys are seriously awesome. Thank you. But I have something else to talk about. The Elder Scrolls Online isn't the only game in development at ZeniMax Online Studios. We have several other projects, one of which we're ready to reveal tonight. And to tell us all about it is the game's creative director, Kira Schlitt.
Hi, everyone.
Come on.
And now, for something completely different. Imagine a classic Saturday morning cartoon in free-to-play mobile game form. Let's take a look.
Commander Keen!
Commander Keen.
When evil comes from outer space to terrorize the human race, the keys will helm it up real quick and make a beat some pogo stick. Commander Key, they got lots of fun. Commander Key, they don't give a fuck. Commander Key, Commander Key, Commander Key, Commander Key.
right, Commander Keen. Okay.
So there's a new branch
We're old
on
school.
Commander Keen's family tree, and they're heading to iOS and Android. If you're hearing about Commander Keen for the first
What
time,
about Switch?
it was one of the first PC action games created by id Software in the early 90s. Yeah.
Yep.
It starred boy genius Billy Blaze, whose alter ego Commander Keen protected Earth. All of us at ZeniMax Online Studios want to give a really big thanks to our friends at id for trusting us to deliver our modern take on this classic game. So, tonight, as we introduce Commander Keen to a new generation of players, we're also introducing the next generation of heroes. Meet Billy. And Billy. Twin geniuses who follow in their famous father's footsteps. The new commanders are, of course, funny and powerful, but the game is also full of enemies, allies, and some really bad guys. The twins build wacky gadgets from household items to save the Earth from certain alien destruction. Drag and drop gadgets to summon allies, attack enemies, and move through the environment. Choose from a caboodle of contraptions to conquer challenges. And try saying that 5 times fast. The twins go on adventures in story mode, which tells some of the classic Commander Keen tales, as well as a whole bunch of brand new ones. In story mode, you'll overcome aliens, collect power-ups, and explore Mars and beyond. You can also go helmet to helmet with other players in battle mode, a real-time, head-to-head race through an alien landscape where you need to control checkpoints and claim the flag to gain ultimate victory. Commander Keen will soft launch this summer on iOS and Android phones. So, please go visit gokeen.com to pre-register to receive unique in-game rewards and hot Commander Keen launch updates. We really can't wait to kick some asteroid with you all. Thanks.
Now, Commander Keen was definitely old school.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kira. At Bethesda, we, like you, love mobile games. In addition to Blades and the upcoming Commander Keen, millions of you have enjoyed Fallout Shelter, which has now reached over 150 million downloads and counting. For fans of collectible card games, we brought the Elder Scrolls Legends to mobile so you could experience the Elder Scrolls in a new way. This year, the Legends community has continued to grow thanks to a lot of upgrades, new features, and new content. It's a great experience for a night of gaming or a quick match over a cup of coffee. See? Dragons. If you enjoy other card games but are looking for something that provides a little deeper challenge, you can download Legends for free on the App Store and begin playing tonight. Legends' next expansion, Moons of Elsewhere, will be available on June 27th for PC, Mac, mobile, and tablet. You can head over to Bethesda to get a glimpse at the new cards and content, or play it this week in our booth. I'll see you there, clapping. Now, speaking of new content, 3 weeks ago, we released Rage 2, and now Insanity Rules for millions of players around the world. But we wanted to do more than just deliver a critically acclaimed open-world shooter. We've already added community challenges that reward you just for having fun in the wasteland, and we've got a lot more planned.
Let's add a battle royale to
rolling
it.
out this week.
Yo, it's coming.
The world of Rage 2 will become even more unpredictable and even more insane. Take a look.
Hey, now that's a VCR.
Yeah.
That's an analog DVR.
Oh my goodness.
That's my next tattoo. Oh, yeah.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mech.
Have a nice flight.
Can I get tired of this?
I got a tremendous surprise for you all.
Please welcome executive producer at Machine Games.
All right,
here we go.
Gustafsson.
Here we go. All right, now, you can cheer him.
Hello, everyone. After liberating America from the Nazi scum in Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, this year we take you back to Europe with 2 new Wolfenstein games. First, we are bringing Nazi killing into virtual reality with Wolfenstein Cyberpilot. As a hacker working for the French resistance, you will take control of Nazi war machines and turn them against their creators. Cyberpilot will be available this July, and it's playable this week in our E3 booth.
I am interested in this.
Yeah.
And if you haven't fought Nazis in VR, you don't know what you are missing. But, as I said, we have 2 new Wolfenstein games. This summer, we are going to be launching Wolfenstein Youngblood. With a gameplay experience that is bigger than any previous Wolfenstein game.
Nice.
You will have more weapons and weapon upgrades than ever before, more ways to customize your playstyle, and, of course, even more evil Nazis to kill. And in Youngblood, you can kill those Nazis with a friend. Yes, Wolfenstein is going co-op. Youngblood is set in the 1980s, 2 decades after the new Colossus. BJ Blazkowicz is missing in Nazi-occupied Paris, and it's up to his twin daughters, Jess and Soph, to track him down. In Youngblood, you can still play by yourself, or you can partner with a pal to double up on shooting, stabbing, and killing Nazis.
I'm always good with that.
Check it out.
Paris, Nazi country.
Oh, tell her I said hello.
That's where Papa
Thank
is.
her for letting us hang out
That's
tonight.
where we're going.
We can find him together.
I may have an assignment suitable for 2 Nazi killers such as yourselves.
Reprobate. What's up, man? I had a Betamax too, by the way.
Stewardesses.
Run and gun.
This looks so good.
Yeah.
Just enjoy life for a second, Jess.
Wolfenstein Youngblood releases on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC on July 26. And if you can't wait, stop by our E3 booth to play this week. Thank you. And now, I'd like to welcome to the stage my dear friends from Arcane Lyon, who worked with us on these 2 Wolfenstein games, Dinga and Sebastian.
July 26th, man. I don't know why the Nazis never came to Ireland.
We love you too.
Oh man.
Hi, I'm Dinga Bakaba and game director at Arcane Lyon.
Bonsoir, I'm Sébastien Mitton, art director in the same studio.
So, along with partnering with our good friends at Machine Games on Wolfenstein, we've been working on other projects at Arcane Lyon. And tonight, we're excited to announce our latest first-person action game. It's something innovative, stylish, and different from anything we've done before.
Let me begin by saying bienvenue to the frozen island of Black Reef. This is a place of mystery, where looks can kill. The game takes place during what we say in French is a période de folie, a time of madness.
And now that we've given you a small taste of the world, let us introduce you to our 2 deadly rivals, Colt and Juliana.
This place isn't a paradise. It's a prison. Out here, we're trapped.
We're free.
In this endless, eternal cycle. Nowhere to run to, baby.
My life's purpose is on this island.
And I can't let this go on any longer. The more days I repeat,
The longer that I'm out here,
the more certain I am
of what I have to do. The only way to protect the cycle
the only way to break the cycle
is to kill you.
Good. Oh, okay, there we go.
Buffering.
Time is on my side.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I can take a look at this.
Deathloop combines a mind-bending story with meticulously designed levels, and of course, arcane signature gameplay that lets you approach every situation any way you like. Because in the endless clash between these two extraordinary assassins, how you play is up to you.
Plus, I think it's really fucking cool. Excuse my French.
Yeah, maybe maybe you should have said that in French, actually.
Maybe not.
But it's also pretty fucking true. Because we will take you on a trip unlike any other, and we really hope that you enjoy the ride.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much.
It's a wonderful way to get away from all the pressures in life.
I think the sense of community has really helped me as a person because I'm typically very isolated.
It's definitely very confidence building.
It's brought me out of my shell and stopped being an introvert.
I could be a hero and do all these things.
You find really creative, really fun, really talented people.
Meet people who are in my group that I've only known as a character.
Probably made more friends online than I have in real life.
The games that you bring out just helps people, honestly.
My parents were refugees from the Vietnam War, which is why I'm also fascinated by elements of war.
Playing these games just kind of put me out of the worry and the stress.
I was in a dark place for a while, and I told myself I wasn't going to be there anymore. And so now the only dark places that I'm allowed to go are in dungeons and ESO.
Just being someone who is LGBT, it's nice to be able to sit down and play these games and feel accepted for who I am. It's really nice to see that their storyline has some sort of emotional effect on me as a player.
Mm-hmm. I just really admire the creativity that goes into the process of making these big worlds with these amazing stories.
If it's a good game, everyone should like it.
Building these fantastic worlds and telling these stories comes from a passion to deliver the very best experiences for our players. Hi, I'm James Altman, Director of Publishing at Bethesda.
And I'm Robert Duffy, Chief Technology Officer at id Software.
All right, here we go, Doom Eternal.
Yeah, bring it.
Tonight we have some exciting new technology to show you that can dramatically improve gaming for millions.
So for the past 2 decades, we've approached game development not by looking at what is possible today, but with a vision of what can be possible tomorrow. And at Bethesda, we're proud of our legacy of innovation, where again and again we've changed the industry. We were the first to use physics-based engines for sports games. We were groundbreakers with Go Anywhere, Do Anything, open-world RPGs. We are the inventors of the first-person shooter, which is now the world's most popular form of gaming. We are pioneers in downloadable content and the first to bring mods to consoles. And actually, since we first brought mods to consoles in 2016, there have been 1 billion mod downloads for Fallout and Skyrim. We, of course, developed the first commercially viable VR technology, revealed in our E3 booth in 2012. Yes, that is the original VR headset, held together by tape and worn by our very own Tim Willits. And of course, we are well known as developers of best-in-class engine technology with our IdTech engine. Innovation and creativity is in our DNA, and all of these advances were done with one goal in mind: to improve player experiences. So tonight, we have exciting new technology to announce.
We're going to show you the result of years of research and development. Cutting-edge game engine-based technology we've developed specifically for game streaming.
Now, we'd like to introduce you to Orion.
Here we go. Their own game streaming system.
Orion is a tremendous breakthrough in streaming technology. It is our name for a group of patented technologies that optimize game engines for performance in a cloud environment. Orion can work with any game engine and will improve player experiences no matter which game you're playing or whether you're streaming on Stadia, on xCloud, or another streaming platform. So, how does Orion work?
The exciting game streaming services you've been hearing so much about have largely focused on hardware solutions to address the complex challenges of streaming. There's a lot of words. We used our expertise in developing game engine software and took a different approach. By incorporating Orion technology at the game engine level, we're able to stream game content up to 20% faster per frame, leading to a dramatic reduction in latency. In addition, an Orion-enabled game can stream with up to 40% lower bandwidth. And happily, for game developers, Orion technology is easy to integrate with your game build with our SDK.
But what does that mean for you? It means that streaming games will be faster and better with Orion. And Orion substantially reduces the cost of streaming for players and for publishers.
So are they trying to sell a game engine?
So it won't matter if your friends and family are sucking up all the bandwidth, or if you live far away
sounds to
from
me
the
like
data
some middleware.
center.
Yeah.
With Orion, you'll still be able to stream your game at max settings.
Now, as with any new computer technology, one must ask the question, can it play Doom?
Good question. Can it stream an unrelenting, fluid, first-person shooter with native 4K resolution at 60 frames per second? Let's see.
Bet his answer is going to be yes.
Yeah. No one advertises saying like, yeah, we can't do this. That's okay.
Tech specialist from id Software, who is showing you just
the answer is no.
Here live on stage.
So Shale is streaming an Orion-enabled Doom 2016 right now to that mobile device. As you can see,
using which platform?
There is no reduction in visual fidelity. That's Doom at 60 frames per second without perceptible latency. And we want you all to experience this powerful streaming technology yourself as we test and refine it. So for a chance to be among the first in the world to stream Doom 2016 for free, all you need to do is join the Doom Slayers Club by registering at slayersclub.com tonight. Because everybody could use a little more Doom in their lives.
There he is. There's that guy.
And we'll see you in hell.
continue, you will bring down the heavens' wrath. It is written. It is their time to give penance. You are but one man. They are no longer your people to save.
Thou shall not pass.
That was awesome. This is awesome. Thank you so much. I'm Marty Stratton, the executive producer of Doom Eternal.
And I'm...
Thank you.
And I'm Hugo Martin, the game's creative director.
As you just saw, we're not just building a world for Doom, it's an entire universe. Earth is on the brink of annihilation. It's being consumed by demons, and your crusade to save it will take you across dimensions, to locations never seen before in Doom, from heaven and hell to the Sentinel homeworld and beyond.
Yeah. There is so much to see and discover, but Doom is first and foremost about gameplay, and Doom Eternal promises to be the ultimate power fantasy. The fun comes from mastering the experience, because you are the Doom Slayer, the strongest, fastest demon killer in existence, and nothing can stand in your way.
Absolutely. Of course, the challenge in Doom is all about handcrafted combat, but also engaging level design. And in Doom Eternal, the game always has something new to throw at you, even deep into the campaign. Let's take a look.
Yeah, this will be day one.
Thanks. You know, it's so important to us at id Software that every aspect of the gameplay has real meaning to you, the player. Every enemy is different, every weapon has a purpose, and every decision you make really counts. The only path to victory in Doom Eternal is to aggressively control the fight with amazing agility, powerful guns, and critical resources.
That's right, I'll tell you, we absolutely can't wait for you to play it. And some of you won't have to wait too long. If you are lucky enough to be in the room tonight,
Look under your chair.
You'll have a chance to play it immediately following the show.
You all suck. You all suck.
And for those not here, but at E3 this week, we'll have Doom Eternal playable in the Bethesda booth all week.
Yeah. But enough talk. Let's see how it all comes together. And watch as this perfect killing machine goes to work.
Charting a flight path to Mars. Calculating thrust vectors. Launching in 3, 2, 1. Approaching planetary entry phase. Prepare for turbulence.
Wow, that looks good. I can never get tired of Doom. Oh! Oh, it made him eat it.
That was awesome. That's pretty cool.
Thanks.
All right.
That was classic. Yeah, that was awesome. Thanks. We're so excited because the gameplay that you just saw is just a piece of what you're going to play this week at E3. Yeah. But I bet a lot of you are wondering, when do we get to play Doom Eternal at our home?
Well, you don't have to wait too much longer. Not quite tomorrow.
Oh my God, dude, shut
Doom
up.
Eternal will release on November 22nd.
There we go. I'm in.
What else launched in November?
We're very excited about that, and we've got something really
I
special
forgot.
for Doom
Something that was
fans.
exciting.
An amazing collector's edition we're really proud of.
Yeah. Yeah. That's an actual helmet. Yeah, you could wear that thing.
Didn't Death Stranding is releasing on. Wow, look at that thing. Death Stranding is releasing then.
Oh, yeah, maybe that's what it was.
This guy's already got it.
That's right.
Already a badass.
He's already got one on.
All right, well, we've got one more thing we know that you've been waiting to hear about. Our totally new Doom multiplayer experience. We call it Battle Mode. We've been developing this in-house at id, and it's unlike anything you've played before.
Yeah, we've been so pumped at id to share this with you. This is pure Doom, but with your friends, where two player-controlled demons take on one fully loaded Slayer in a fight to the death. This is a first-person fighter, where it's demon strategy versus Slayer skill.
You know, we can't wait, because we know you'll love the different play styles of the various demons, because each has unique movement, attacks, and abilities.
They can even spawn AI demons to control the battlefield and help you take down the Slayer. It's strategic, competitive, and it's a ton of fun. And we can't wait to share more details with you this year at QuakeCon.
That's right, a lot more to share at QuakeCon, but before we go, we do want to take a first look at Doom Eternal's new multiplayer. On behalf of our amazing team at id in Dallas and Frankfurt, Germany, we want to thank you all so much for your support.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Fight. Demon health critical. Slayer health critical. Slayer killed. Round 2.
It's almost like a reverse horde mode.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking to see too. Is there unlimited ammo, or are they?
Demon summon. Final round. Fight.
That's pretty cool. So that I'm excited for that.
Another round of applause, please, for Marty, Hugo, and all of our presenters tonight. And for everyone at our studios around the globe that have worked so hard on the great games you've seen tonight, we say thank you. 2019 marks 25 years of Doom. So to celebrate, we will be going all out with Doom at QuakeCon this summer. We're adding a whole host of panels and activities dedicated to Doom, which we call DoomCon.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, see what we did there? We took out the Quake and put Doom. We hope you can come hang out with us in Dallas at our inaugural event in London. If you can't, please tune in online. Until then, Go to Bethesda.net for more info on all the games you saw tonight. If you're here at E3 this week, we'll have hands-on with many of our games, so be sure to stop by our booth. In the meantime, thanks for playing, thanks for watching, and thanks to all of you for being part of the Bethesda community. Have a great night.
At Bethesda, we're in the business of creating heroes.
超クールな敵もね。
But the true hero is you.
It's like we hand you this malleable clay and you do these extraordinary things that we never could have imagined. We get to build these worlds and these communities, and you all come in and you play, and you bring these worlds that we create to life.
You help us build richer worlds.
みんなのおかげで助かってます。
You add meaning to everything we do.
We are glad you're here.
We're so glad you're here.
To the heroes.
ヒーローたちに乾杯。
To the heroes.
À la vôtre.
Shit, I don't have a drink.
To you.
Yeah, no kidding, Woody. Well, there you have it. There is the Bethesda conference for this year.
Yeah. Doom looks good.
Doom looks fantastic. That is right up my alley. That's right up my alley. So, the rest of it, well, I guess if you play on your phone, you're a happy camper.
Yeah, for sure. And that one was also coming to the Switch.
Yes, that's right.
So
Blades is coming to
Blades,
the Switch.
And it's free to play, so always nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of mobile. They started off as like mobile.
They are very
It's like at least a ended on a with a Doom.
Yeah.
At least it's
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and the other thing too is, except for Doom and the mobile stuff, there was so very little gameplay shown today, like overall.
Yeah. It's a big CGI fest.
Yeah, like both conferences. That is really bizarre.
That's probably why Sony skipped, because they've already done that.
Yeah, I mean...
It's like, okay, nothing new to show except the same reel.
Well, right,
like,
they didn't have anything really new to show. So, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that it's really possible that both Microsoft and Bethesda could have done this in another fashion. They could have had, Microsoft could have had another FanFest event and done that.
Yeah.
There is absolutely no reason to.
Or a Major Nelson show,
Right. There is
Yeah.
no reason for either of these companies to have had to do this at E3 and spend that much money.
No, but it's more. I mean, E3 is more a celebration of stuff, and getting fans together. Because sure, they could have everybody like you and I sitting at home and watch it.
Yeah, but
that's what it is. But it's not like
I don't know.
But I thought everyone was going away from CGI. It's like, oh yeah, real gameplay. Isn't that what the mantra was like last year or going into this year? No?
That's what I thought.
And now we're back to square one.
Oh.
Which is disappointing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's it looks good, but it's like, it's like, what's the gameplay gonna be? There are more questions than answers.
Yeah. Well, if you want to wash your mouth out with something, the Devolver Digital press conference is coming up next.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't know. I feel like I'm down more than I said. I sound more down than I am. I mean, when I was you weren't there. I mean, you weren't there earlier, but when they started talking about all the stuff that they were putting in Game Pass, I was like, wow, like Outer Worlds is coming to Game Pass day one.
Yeah, and all the other things like Flight Simulator and other stuff. It's like, man,
I'm marked out for the Flight Simulator.
Yeah,
I used to play that stuff all the time.
Yeah, last version I bought was 98.
Right.
Even got a special, strategy guide.
Yeah, and then as soon as when they put Sega up on the screen, and I was thinking, maybe they're bringing like Yakuza or something to Xbox finally, and I saw the back of that person, with the thing on her back, and I said, "You got to be kidding me! That can't be Phantasy Star Online." And sure enough, I mean, I like jumped out of my chair just about. Like I was legitimately like tearing up just knowing that I'm going to get a chance to play Phantasy Star Online again. I mean, I ran over to I showed it earlier. I ran over to my thing to get my Dreamcast box so I could just look at it and go, I'm going to get to play this again sometime in my life. Not this particular thing, but Phantasy Star Online 2, I'm going to get a chance to play. And, that to me was a lot of all I needed. Game Pass and that, and, there are games coming. Halo Infinite looked really good.
Yeah.
But...
Well, yeah, I mean, the whole thing, that was so cool. Like, see Master Chief, and it's like, kind of can be like a reboot of the whole series,
Right.
But then there was no gameplay, and it's like,
right.
It would have been super nice to see just a little bit more, but
yes.
Yeah. And the same thing with Gears. It's like, I think with Gears, they had a lot to show, and I think they just wanted to keep it within so many minutes, but then they kind of, passed a single player, which a lot of people really enjoy their campaigns.
Yeah.
Myself included.
And that's what I wanted to see.
And that was like, it's kind of a missed opportunity.
It really was, and that was...
I mean, so what if you only show 5 minutes, Make the show 5 minutes longer.
Right.
Why not?
And here, look, like I said, if you're a mobile gamer, this was your show.
Right, but how many mobile gamers are really going to watch Bethesda E3 show?
I'm guessing they feel
like I don't know.
A lot.
Maybe. I just don't know. I mean, what we already said, we're not really mobile game players.
I'm not.
So, and yeah, it's kind of a waste to show it to us, but
yeah, no doubt.
But at least Doom made up for it. What was the Xbox? What did they conclude with? Besides the sizzle reel at the end, but
Halo.
It was Halo. So I mean,
Halo.
at least they ended with on a high note. Could have been higher. They showed a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm okay with them knowing that it's a year out. I'm okay with them showing that, right?
Right. But Gears was kind of like
Retrobait is saying exactly what I was just about to say, and I said it on Twitter, and I said it at the end of the show. Gears comes out in 3 months.
Yeah, they should have. Yeah.
And what they said was, well, we're going to show you the campaign in September, but the game's coming out in September.
And that's why it's in Game Pass. No, I mean they said it was like the longest campaign, right? They had for Gears, so that's good. But yeah, show us a little bit. Would have been nice.
It would have been nice. So I mean,
are they showing more like on the floor?
I don't know. Not of the campaign, not that I know of. So
yeah, little odd.
Yeah.
But I thought about the Microsoft show. It was more about like, you know, they really showcase Game Pass, and I think that's their bread and butter.
Yep.
Coming to PC, it's like, you know,
and
Xbox is now synonymous with Game Pass.
Yep. And again, that part of it is wonderful. Because I am, that's how I can play. That's how I play my games, because I can't afford to. I just can't afford to be, to play, to spend money like that. So so Game Pass is absolutely perfect for me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm gonna, I'm gonna convert everything I've got to
the Ultimate.
To the Ultimate, and that'll be how I do it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that's a good it's a good deal.
Yeah.
By the time I get done, so thanks to you and a couple of other things, I should have about 2 years of Ultimate before I have to pay for it.
Nice.
So
yeah, I have I can't upgrade to Ultimate because I have like 45 months combined.
I know.
And it's like, why? Come on, I've been an Xbox Live member.
Well, it's really funny.
Or like since day one, I never let it lapse. Come on.
So I'm waiting for my. So I have enough Microsoft Rewards points to redeem either 3 months of Game Pass or 3 months of
Live.
Of Live.
Yeah, just do whatever is cheapest.
I did. It turns out to be gold, so it saved me like 2,000 points.
There you go.
So and that's what I'm waiting on is, and so I'll convert that, and that'll all be good, and then I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it later, and I'll get I'd like to have some. A chance to play some of those indie games that aren't out on the Xbox One that might be in Game Pass for PC. So,
yeah.
So, you know what, man? He's at E3, and he is in the chat room.
Yeah.
You know what, man? I just realized that. Thank you so much, my brother. I know you don't get a chance to catch us on Thursday nights. I know you're busy. So the fact that you took the time to jump in here and do this show with us, that means a lot. It really does. So, Rep, thank you so much, man. They wouldn't let you see. They wouldn't let you see under the stage.
I was wondering, like, could you see when you were like at the show? Could you see the stage, or is it just the same as at home?
I think it was probably the same as at home because they went under the stage.
Yeah, it's like sounds cool. It looks all right, but it's like yeah.
No. Look, man, it's just good that we're able to do this, and hopefully, hopefully as we continue to do these shows, people will see this and go, oh man, NLG, man, if I want to watch a live stream and reaction, this is the place to go.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we'll start getting more of that. So.
Yeah.
But I think what I'm going to do at the moment is I'm going to update I have not gotten the May update, so I'm going to do the May Windows 10 update and then try to download that Xbox app.
Oh yeah, because now it's in straight in Windows Update.
Yes, it is. So I took myself out of getting insider builds.
Oh yeah.
So
you should not do that now. Now this is your production machine, It's for the show.
I know. Yeah, right.
No monkeying around.
No monkeying around with the. So, but I think so. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts on the Bethesda.
Yeah.
It's okay. I mean, a lot of mobile, which I Don't care too much about. Doom looked good. There was gameplay. That was exciting. They ended with Doom. That's good. So, a good show.
I'm with you. I think the whole day was just kind of, pretty good. NLG's a great place to help you fall asleep. Thanks, Niall. It was a solid, not spectacular day. I mean, it could have been worse, could have been better. I'll put it that way. But I am excited. I don't want people to misunderstand me. There are some things. If you are, and I'm just going to say this because if you get back on Twitter, the crazy thing about watching what goes on social media. If you are emotionally invested in companies and the consoles, then
you should go to Home Depot.
Right. Then you're out there trying to jump off the roof. I get it. But if you're if you are invested in games, then there was plenty to see today.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we're getting Gears in September, and because I have Game Pass, doesn't matter what I think. Doesn't matter. I'll get to play it anyway.
Exactly.
But I'm also going to get to play Ori and Outer Worlds. I can't believe that. And then I can't believe they bought Double Fine. That just came out of nowhere. How did that not leak? Everybody was talking about IO Interactive, and they were buying 3 studios.
Well, but IO Interactive was a little, they announced like a little while back, a couple of months ago, that they started a second studio or something like that, which you don't really do if you're like heavily in negotiations with Microsoft.
Right.
Or even have a remote, like, maybe, you don't start up another one. So I was hoping, because I think like Hitman, those episodes fit Game Pass perfectly.
Yeah.
But I don't think they are ready to be.
So, now what I did hear was now Psychonauts 2 is still coming out to PS4, Linux, PC. I think, and everywhere else it's coming out on. And then there's one other game they were working on that they were contractually obligated to finish, and then they are switching their focus to Xbox and PC. So that's how they're gonna roll. And I think most of the other companies are gonna do that. I mean, Outer Wilds was a multi-plat game beforehand, and then the next game will be Xbox and PC. And there was another one. What was it? Wildlands 3. Not Wildlands 3. Wasteland 3. Sorry.
Wastelands, yeah.
It's getting late for me. especially after being thrown out of a boat yesterday. So Wasteland.
But at least you're dry though.
Yes, I am dry now. I wasn't dry then.
Yeah.
So Wasteland 3 is coming out on PC and Xbox and PS4 and Linux and Mac, and then probably their next game will be PC and Xbox only. So And then so the other thing too about Project xCloud, which I don't know if you caught or not, but part of Project xCloud will be making your console, your Xbox, into a server to stream from.
Yeah,
so
which internally you can already do, right? I mean,
you can do it internally, but
now you can do it externally.
Right. And,
this is cool, and we've always said why not. So.
Yeah, well, and look, the at least on the PC side, the PlayStation app was able to do that with a PC.
Right.
And on our YouTube channel,
didn't you need VPN for that or
no?
not?
You did not.
Okay.
You did not. And so this is something that is catching up. But if you can do it with fidelity and latency. I've got 100 up and 100 down on my internet connection, so I'm hoping that will be enough.
I have gigabit up and down, so should be plenty.
Yeah, you won't need to pay for Project X Cloud. You should be able to do that with ease.
But if I can use my Switch, so you have actual physical, buttons for that, that would be cool.
Yeah, and no news about Nintendo and Microsoft.
Yeah, but what the rumor is going around is that it's going to be on the Nintendo side, which might be what we talked about before, is that they use the Microsoft framework for GIVOs and that kind of structure.
And they Microsoft, when they put out their what to watch at E3, they listed the Nintendo Direct as something you need. So I'm thinking that's where it. So I thought Reggie, Reggie's already gone, but I thought someone would walk out on Microsoft stage, but maybe Phil's gonna walk out in the middle of this Direct or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Although I don't know if the Direct is pre-recorded. I don't know how that works.
Well, he could have a appearance.
Could.
A pre-recorded appearance.
Could.
When's that?
Tomorrow at 1?
Okay.
So it's so we're not so they're not done. I mean, obviously we're going to be at work, so we can't do any more of those shows, but you've got the Direct, you've got Ubisoft, you've got Square tomorrow. So on Thursday, we'll recap those, and then just so people know, next Thursday, the 20th, we're going to have Ainsley Bowden on from Season Gaming. I'm looking forward to him. We've been wanting to get him on for a while. So, all right, well, to answer Annihilator's question, Niall, I am assuming that the Elite controller will work on next gen. And it's also going to work on PC because it's going to be Bluetooth. So,
yeah, or if you have the dongle, or a laptop with built-in built-in dongle, whatever but
the new stuff. But the new one's going to be Bluetooth. So
it has Bluetooth as well. Yeah. Which is cool. Which could make it work with your mobile devices, your phones.
Oh yeah.
Which will be handy for streaming and stuff.
Oh yeah. So.
Or with your Apple TV. Isn't that what they announced?
Yeah, with Apple OS.
Apple? Yeah. So. Oh, well, one thing, going back to Microsoft and Halo, it's like, Halo will be a launch title for next gen, between quotes, because what is next gen?
Well, it's right. So it's going to be
another. Yeah.
It'll come out on the Scarlet, but it's also going to come out on the standard Xbox Ones as well, and PC. So.
Right. Which they should bundle it with Scarlet. Can you imagine if they did that? They should. I know they're not going to. It's going to be bare bones. So day one bias. They always get kind of skimped on.
Yeah, but what they could do.
But it would be kind of cool. It's like, hey, you buy this.
Yeah, but
my prediction is that machine is not going for below 600.
Oh no, yeah. If it's going to do what they think, ray tracing built into it. Here's what I think. I think because they have. Here's why I think they could do it. I think what they could do is they could package, say, a year of Game Pass, not Ultimate, but a year of Game Pass, and Halo will be in Game Pass. So you'll get that game for a whole year.
Right.
I think that would.
They're just going to give you 3 months if you're lucky.
Could be.
Remember, wasn't it 14 days or 30 months? 30 days.
With my
when you with the X, and then it's like,
a month.
Oh, you have to be a new customer. Cannot be an existing subscriber. And it's so lame.
I know. I got a month with the X.
Yeah.
No. I know. So, Well, we'll recap all that on Thursday as well with our whole
Mhm.
crew.
Yeah.
And see what goes on tomorrow, and it's gonna. I've already spent $1,000 on this gen. I'm not completely sold yet on another next gen system.
Yeah.
Especially with I don't know. I'm not sold yet.
I mean, unless the difference is like huge.
Yeah.
You know, where you say like, oh man, I really need this because.
Right.
That.
Yeah. And
whatever rocks your boat. For some people will be like, oh man, that dashboard is now fast.
Right.
Makes all the difference in the world.
That's gonna have to really.
But it all depends. Sometimes good is good enough.
Yeah. Well, and
you wait 2 years or whatever, then A, the price comes down, and B, you get games packed in and other stuff. So
well, I'm also
sometimes it's worth waiting.
I'm also not I'm not getting an 8K TV, so
yeah,
at least not yet. So it's not like I have to run out and get an 8K TV.
Right.
So
do you have an Elite controller currently?
I do not.
Okay.
I do not. That is one thing that I definitely have an eye on. I didn't get the original, but I still got my Project Scorpio controller, and at some point I'm gonna need another controller.
Yeah.
And I can pass this one off to the kid and have an Elite. Sorry, there's a bug that.
I wish it was a little cheaper, but.
Well, $150, right?
No, I think it's what was it? 170.
Oh,
was it 179?
Yeah,
the new one. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Let me check.
And now it says he doesn't even still have 4K. So if you're still rocking that, I mean.
I don't have 4K either.
Right. So the X is great because.
179.99.
Wow.
For the Elite Controller Series 2. That'd be a chunk of change.
Yep, but I know people.
But then on the other hand, it's like it's one thing that you use for every game.
This is true. This is true, and it should last you a ton of time.
Yeah.
So
hopefully they improved the bumpers, so they.
It looked like they did, and it looked like they improved the triggers and. Yeah.
I'm just curious, like the hair triggers, because currently it works like what's it called? Where you barely have to push them in, and I don't know if the new ones it's like if they work the opposite. So you can, I'm not sure how to explain it.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So they stay already in half, and then you can pull them all the way in for like half, for instance. And now it's like I don't know.
No, I know what you're saying. I think I know what you're saying. Well,
we'll have to explain.
Yeah, but I think I got it. I think I got it. And maybe down the line. Maybe down the line. I just right now 179 is a lot. That's a lot.
It's quite a bit. It's like 3 games full price. Day one,
Yeah, I can't get an Elite controller in Game Pass. So. And Reprobate is right. I mean, even if you have a 1080p TV, I have found that the X was worth the money.
Oh
because even when I didn't have my 4K TV, the super sampling was really good, and the games where you could pick, your frame rate mode over resolution mode was a boon. And to be honest with you, I still will opt to play. I'll still opt to play Forza Horizon 4 in performance mode, even if it's downsampled.
So what if Scarlet is 4K 60 for like Forza Horizon?
Man, well, I'd still have to. It still might not be a day one purchase.
Yeah.
Because there does, how again, I've spent $1,000 on this gen already.
Mm-hmm.
That's a tall order to want to spend another at least 500.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's gonna be tough.
Man, you know what's gonna happen, right?
What?
2 years after that.
Right. Right.
Version 2.
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't know if it's 2 years. Maybe it's longer. 4 maybe.
I don't know.
A mid-gen refresh.
It's
like the like cell phones,
Exactly, and that's I know I don't do it. So.
Yeah, the good, the bad, and ugly.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna upgrade to this Xbox Game Pass Ultimate because I've got. Let's see. Today is 6/9, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 5 months from now plus a year and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A year and 4 months. 5 and 4 is 9. I've got a year and 9 months of Xbox Live Ultimate for $1.
There you go.
That gives me plenty of time before I have to plunk down to $15 a month, and maybe by then the Xbox, the Microsoft rewards will have picked up on it.
Probably.
So, well, you know what though, I've been thinking about it, and while in almost 2 years, $15 a month will be a lot easier for me to do. I will have no kids in daycare, and things will be good. So I think I'll be able to afford $15 a month. And as soon as PlayStation gets their collective crap together and puts together a really good PlayStation Now, where their first party games are all in there and they're charging, $10 or $15 a month, then I'll get that too. And if with all the stuff coming from EA, I'm gonna stick. As long as EA, as long as EA does continues to do the EA Access thing really well, I'll stick with that because that's only $30 a year. So that's nothing.
Right.
So, but yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna update my PC to the May update and then try to download that Xbox app. And I might watch a little of that Devolver craziness that's apparently going on.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, Reprobate, thank you so much, man, for jumping in. And, of course, Niall, always good, and I know you're still up. And Witty, thanks for popping in. I noticed a little lighter viewership than the Xbox conference, but that's to be expected. So, good night, everybody. We'll see you on Thursday.
Game on, guys.
Woo!